Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. I'm your host, Louis Beans, and I'm here with Merc with the mic.
What's going on? What's going on?
Feeling chilling, Merc? What it is.
Um, I watched. I forgot to mention this on the Babel, but I did watch the Vince McMahon documentary. It was interesting.
Okay. All right.
I will say it's not for the wrestling fan. I think it's for like a casual TV fan to see the insides and outs. But they did go into a lot of things that probably wasn't fully thing, but there was things that they kind of backed off of too, which I was a little disappointed. But other than that, it was an interesting documentary. Bret Hart was the best part of it, though. He was fucking hilarious. Not even trying to be hilarious, but he was hilarious.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'll
So
say
what's that
definitely it's worth a watch. It's on Netflix.
on? Okay.
It's worth a watch. Um,
Did not see that. Uh, Pretty much only saw this movie we talked about
yep,
for this week, and then the State of Play,
yes,
and uh, I just got people on YouTube and on the timeline talking about Tokyo Game Show
yeah,
because I know that happened this week also.
yes. So Kenny Omega on the private ship.
He was on a pirate ship. He got octopus stretched by the guy that makes the Final Fantasy music.
Nice.
So well, he was doing a lot of. He's just hanging out with the SNK guys. I hope they put him in the game. Come on, man.
That'll be
Stop
cool.
playing around. Did you see the announcement by SNK about Ronaldo, the soccer
Mm,
player?
yes, I saw that. I actually heard it, and I did not realize it was actually a legit thing. And I was like, "Oh shit, he says it's actually real."
Like the way they announced it, it looked like it was the biggest thing in soccer world. Like because
Yeah,
he himself announced it, and I know that guy is like the biggest soccer player.
yeah.
So I hope they don't skimp on it. I hope they do make him a character. They didn't say what it was,
Yeah,
but
I thought it was the card game, and then I realized it was actually the game itself that he's actually gonna be a fighting character.
no, there's no official announcement.
Oh, okay,
I'm just saying I hope he's a character
that's
because the
funny.
way they put it out, it was like super big.
Yeah.
But there's no sprite or anything of him like that.
Oh,
There's
okay.
no coming to whatever. But that's the speculation. And if you're gonna do an announcement that big, it better not be for a card game.
Yeah.
So,
Um, but those
and
card
I
games
know
are huge over there, though.
they can kick rocks.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like
I
they make
understand.
tons of money over there, especially in
I
Japan. A lot of
understand.
people play mobile phones,
I
so
understand. People like what's the one over here? Marvel Snap.
yeah.
Yeah, they can kick rocks. I don't care. I just like that. I saw the night the cool ass announcement for Psylocke and that was it Marvel Rivals.
She looks cool.
Yeah, waste of a design. I'm never gonna play that game. Um,
That's this thing too. Like I just want to play it just to see the designs of the characters because I think they look fucking sick. It's just that
put
it's not a game
her,
for me.
put it in Marvel 4. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Put it in a game that I will play.
Yeah.
Um, but the cool thing was I saw SNK did announce fully showed off a little teaser trailer for Ken and Chun Li.
Yes.
So they're doing a swap deal, and now everybody's
Yeah.
just waiting for them to say, okay, we're gonna do Capcom versus SNK 3. That's it.
Nice.
Can't do this, man. You can't mess with people's emotions like this. So
They can. They just they do it all the time.
true. Well, I mean, this is the most they've done in years because
Yeah.
the old guard is gone from
Yeah.
Capcom
So
because
where's the
that's
Mega Man then?
because SNK was saying for the longest time they were willing to work with them. It was just the people who were in charge at Capcom just
Yeah.
like I don't feel like it.
Not yet.
So whoever's there now in charge of Street Fighter is like yes please, which is
Yeah.
good.
Yep. Yep. So Capcom, where's Mega Man?
Street Fighter guys don't have nothing to do with Mega Man,
I know.
so. It's just
Make
it's
them
just it
get
is what it
let
is.
them do a Mega Man Street Fighter game. I'm fine with that.
I mean, if they do I mean, if they do the Marvel 4, I'm assuming
Like bring
they
back
might have something to do with that.
shit. Bring back Mega Man Soccer.
I never played that, so I have no idea if it was garbage or not.
It was okay. It was fun. Think Mike. It was like Mario Strikers, like the first one. Like they all had powers that like. It reminded me of Dodgeball in a way. Remember the Nintendo Dodgeball game?
Yeah, that was
Kind of.
River City people.
Yeah, it reminded me of that because how the stages were put when you did play the tournament. But I think that was the only soccer game I actually really got into was the Mega Man Soccer.
All right, I mean,
I think I still own it. I have it on SNES.
if it's actually something you play, I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, but they did show Death Stranding 2.
What a weird game. What a weird.
Yeah,
And now it has a what do you call it? Photo studio mode in there.
yeah,
Where the characters pose and dance and stuff. Like, all right, the highest quality mocap you can get.
yeah,
I assume you can't take pictures with Norman Reedus because you are him. So, but you can take pictures of Guillermo del Toro.
there you go.
They only show the three girls though, so
Um, when did they have an did they have a release date?
I that's the only thing I saw. I didn't see
No,
anything
okay.
else for it
I don't think they had a release date for it.
because I didn't actually watch the thing. I just saw Hideo Kojima put that video up. So there might be a date for it,
Yeah,
but I did not watch Tokyo Game Show, and because it didn't have a long stream, it was a bunch of different people. Like Capcom had one,
yeah,
SNK had one for Fatal Fury or Mark of the Wolves.
yeah,
Uh, Sega had their RGG like specific stream, like that was it. Uh, Anybody else who had one, I wasn't really looking for it. So again, Tokyo Game Show, you have to like look it up
oh, okay,
bit by in pieces and stuff. So, but again, I saw the people who went, which I forget that is an event that's open to the public. So that's something cool that hey, one day if you're in Japan around the time it happens, you could probably go
yeah,
because they do sell tickets to it. Uh, but I know Capcom showed Monster Hunter. I forget what the next one is called. Wild. There you go.
yeah.
They showed that one. Is the new trailer, and then the release date for that is in February. Um, who else had something in February that showed it? Was
Well, like a dragon, they did show a bunch of shit.
Yeah, so they showed it. Theirs is actually February 23rd, so that's also February that they showed at Tokyo Game Show. I'm trying to think specifically Tokyo Game Show. I don't think there's a
Let's see, Tokyo Game Show. Cause I watched more of the stuff from the state of play. Oh, the Xbox had like a whole um thing as well. They had like a whole press conference there and shit. You? But okay. You? Nope. Got cut. But yeah, I know Xbox had a bunch of stuff they announced on the game show. They pretty much showed most of the stuff that are coming out this week, this year, and then they showed they showed the last trailer for Indiana Jones, and they showed a couple things for the a Final Fantasy, I think 9 remake and stuff like that. They showed like the little trailer that they doing the 2D games, the SNES games on the Xbox as well. Um, they showed the Turtles additional characters as well.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I got to do that, play that. The new characters in the Shredder's Revenge,
Okay.
Mondo Gecko and Mona Lisa.
And that came out when this past weekend?
Tuesday.
Ah, okay, okay.
Mondo, it's funny because we did talk about this a long time ago that they should have put like I think Mondo was one of our characters that we wanted to see in the game, and he was like, "Yo, you could just throw Bart Simpson's gameplay from The Simpsons into it, and it's very close to Bart Simpson. It's like a mix of Bart Simpson and Skates from
Mm-hmm.
Streets of Rage, and and he does like an Axel turn punch. Like if you hold the square, his strong punch looks like Axel's like uppercut.
That's interesting. Okay.
So he's good. Mona Lisa plays pretty interesting as well. She has these little like chemical bombs and stuff, and I actually thought they did both of them. Like they went really outside the box with those characters, and I actually was really happy with it. So
Where's she from? I've never
it's from
seen
the
her.
original series. She was probably in 1 or 2 episodes of the original '80s cartoon.
Gotcha.
She
I
has
see.
been in other series as well, but she has a whole different look in the other series.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
think she was in the 2012 series. She looked more of an alien. She was like a gecko in a spacesuit. I don't think she was in the O3 series, but I think she did. I think she was. She was not in Rise as well, so she was only in the 2012 series and then the original. I mean, that's the look of her the original character.
Okay. Gotcha.
I think she came in like season 5 or season 4. She does have a figure too. NECA made a figure of her, but they still haven't made Donatelli, which pisses me off.
Is he in more episodes than she is, or
I
no?
think they're in the same amount of episodes. I think Donatelli was in 3 episodes. I think Mona Lisa was probably in three maybe 4, because I
Okay.
know she was in a big team up in the like I think it was the 7th season. They like teamed up with all the heroes, and Mona Lisa was one of them. I think Usagi Yojimbo was one. Mondo Gecko, um, Screw Loose, and a couple other characters. Screw Loose and the Batman looking character. I forget his name. Something in
Mm-hmm.
Wiznut and something Nut and Screw Loose. But I can't
Gotcha.
think of his name. But yeah, they did a so she was in a couple episodes.
Okay. Gotcha.
Um
Didn't it come with special music too?
yeah, they had like the 8-bit versions of this a lot of the themes and stuff like that. It's actually pretty cool. I actually like the little dish, and I think it was $2.99 for most people, and I think Xbox they give it for free.
Like, wasn't the no, but wasn't the music free?
The music was free, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
The characters at think are $2.99, except for on Xbox. If you're a Game Pass, you got it for free.
Oh, they still have that?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
but if you wanted to get it anywhere else, it was like $2.99 for the characters and everything else,
Mm-hmm.
which is not bad for 2 new characters. I think I was very happy with how they did the how they treated the other characters too. Like I liked it. Karai and Usagi Yojimbo was the first two as well. I thought they were pretty good.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I know the GI Joe game came out on this on Steam.
Yeah, but if unless it's got better than that demo, I
Yeah.
don't really. That demo was whatever.
Okay.
Like I said, that was a straight up children's game. That's
Okay.
how that felt. So I don't know. Maybe you should check it out. Like, cause it has a demo,
Yeah.
so you can see for yourself if you like that one.
I'll have to check it out.
It just seems very very simple.
Yeah. What else? What else? Assassin's Creed getting delayed to February, adding on to like a very crowded February.
Hmm. The last thing they need to do is announce that Final Fantasy is coming out on everything in February.
Yeah.
That'll be it. That's all they need. More competition.
Yeah.
Because I know 16 is out. on PC, and there's still no word of the exclusivity deal ending for what is it, Rebirth?
Yeah.
So I don't know when that's coming out, but I have a feeling that because Rebirth came out this year, right?
Yeah.
Didn't it come out like the beginning of this year? Or the
Uh,
February? Wasn't it February?
Rebirth. Yeah, February. Yeah.
So I imagine if it they say it ends in February, it's like, oh boy, there's one more game.
Yeah.
So
So let's see. Uh, anything else?
no, what? Oh wait, there was a bunch of Marvel Legends stuff that I saw.
Nice.
One was specifically Deadpool related. Uh, it's the one that he looks like Venom,
Oh yeah, 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 I saw that one. It looked crazy.
and that's I think that's new, right? That's not an old figure.
Yeah, it just released.
Okay, so that I saw. What is it called? Like, is it Venompool? I think it is. It's
Yeah,
like,
Venom Pool.
yeah, Venompool. That's Venompool is new. But then I saw there was something like not controversy, but people were upset because the X-Men 97 Rogue is not coming out
Yeah.
like right away because they showed the packaging and hers had like an X on it
Oh, okay.
because the Wolverine is supposed to come out. So I guess it's the second Wolverine, the one with his it comes with the regular face
Yeah.
and it comes with the mask face.
Oh, okay.
And then they show the Rogue next to it, but they X'd her out because it says that she's not coming out at the same time. So she's gonna be delayed till sometime further on. I hope soon
Yeah.
because I missed the other Rogue and I
Oh,
am not buying. I don't want to buy. I want to, but I'm not going to buy that super expensive Rogue that costs like $200.
yeah.
So this is a good quality figure that's not that expensive.
Yeah. So
So,
hopefully it comes out.
so I think she's next month, hopefully.
Nice. They did show like the New York Comic Con stuff. I think Kevin Eastman has a figure from NECA that came out that is up for
As in the
pre-order.
guy,
Yeah, 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 they made a figure of him. From
was
like the
he?
movie.
Wasn't he in the cartoon? Oh, I
He
was like,
was in
was
the
he in the
movie.
cartoon?
He had like a small part in the movie. I think he was one of the people that was near the garbage truck when Shredder fell in.
Okay, isn't
So
one of them like the pizza guy? I forgot what it was.
Sam Rockwell was one of them too.
He's getting a figure also.
No, no, no. It's just Kevin Eastman,
Okay.
and it has his like he looks like Weird Al Yankovic at that time. He had like the long hair and shit and the
Mm-hmm.
mustache, like straight 80s dude. But that was one of them. I think the holiday special turtle 4 pack is one of them. I have no interest in those. I saw it and I was not crazy about it because it's pretty much the same. They're using the same models of the concert turtles and just they don't have the clothes on and just have Christmas hats on. That's the difference.
So they look like they're wearing like the suits, like the
They're
movies.
naked.
No, but
They're
I'm saying
naked.
they look like the movie version.
No, they look like the concert version.
I don't remember what that is.
Um,
Like the one, the Turtle Power concert. You talking
yeah,
about
yeah,
that?
those costumes. Yeah,
But I'm saying, does it the look of them look similar to the movie and not the cartoon?
they look more. I would say the movie,
Like
but
they look like a real suit.
yeah, they're more like a real suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting. Is that from something?
It was a
Like, did they
Christmas
have a?
special. Yeah, yeah. It was
Huh.
'94. They did a Christmas special,
Yeah, I don't doubt
and
that.
it was the
Okay. Okay.
same. It was the same suits they used for the concert. Just made it look more like it had similarities to the movie of the bodies anyway, but the faces are like all big and smiley.
Mm. That's interesting.
But they
I
did
mean,
a 4 pack of those.
I guess if you don't have one, why not get that?
I'll send it to you.
That's interesting. I Turtles was oversaturated, obviously, like everything that gets popular, but I've never seen that.
Yeah, I think we casted on it. We did have a
No,
cast
no,
on.
no. That's about
Yeah.
the special. Like I never watched it when it happened.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I can't recall like exactly. I remember seeing it. I maybe have seen it when when it went to VHS. I never. I don't think I've seen it live or anything.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Like that, I never saw that. I never saw the Turtle Power concert when it happened.
that I saw.
Like I
I
seen the
actually attended.
commercials.
I attended Radio City Music Hall for that,
Yeah, like I remember seeing the commercials for it. Never actually saw that.
and I had the cassette tape, the
Yeah, I'm
music
trying to
tape.
think.
Yeah,
The only thing I've ever had external from the Turtles ended up just being the cassette tapes of the show anyway.
yeah, yeah,
Like I never had any. Yeah, I've never had any outside the show merchandise. That's interesting.
yeah,
Like if it wasn't the toys for the show,
yeah,
none of that stuff. I just realized, huh? Oh no, no, I had the movie figures. Okay,
yeah,
I
yeah.
did have something.
There you go.
Uh oh, Scott Steiner hates turtles.
Yep, he mad. That's why he a hater.
He's mad his son lost. He's mad his nephew lost.
Yeah,
Like, hey man, that ain't right.
yep. To his one of his arch nemesis is children.
Hmm.
That's crazy. What else do you have? The Transformer movie got good reviews. I'm actually interested in seeing it when it actually releases.
All right.
The Transformers One. Transformers One. Um,
So it's not out. Are people just watching bootlegs?
no, it's out. It came out in theaters. I'm just not going to theaters to see it. I'll wait till it comes out.
I got you. Okay.
But it is doing pretty good. I'm happy for it. Happy that a lot of people are enjoying it. What else they
Is
have?
this the first recent thing that doesn't have the iconic Optimus voice or no?
I'll say the TV series is not Peter Cullen either, but this is the first movie that don't have Peter Cullen's voice.
Yes. Okay.
Because the Transformers Prime cartoon, Peter Cullen don't do the voice anymore. Those were actually pretty good. Those are, I think, Netflix exclusive. They had like 3 series so far. They were actually really good. I think Samoa Joe was in it too. He voiced
Real?
someone. Yeah, he voiced someone in it. I forgot who he voiced. I think he voiced
All right.
Ratchet or some shit.
Who's that?
Ratchet?
Yeah, like that doesn't sound familiar at all.
Yeah, he was the red minivan in the original cartoon.
Okay. Hmm.
He's the one
Hmm.
that he always talks shit too, and he always got himself in trouble.
Is that where the slang term came from? Ratchet?
Yeah, probably not,
Ratchet.
but that was his name was Ratchet.
All right.
But I no, he didn't talk Ratchet. He talked like more of it. I forgot who he talked, but I know he was in it. I think CM Punk actually did a voice for it as well.
Hmm. Okay. All right.
But yeah, Transformers Prime. It was actually a pretty good series. I did go through it. The last season what had mixed Beast Wars into it, so you actually had a Primal and all that shit there.
Oh, okay.
It was actually pretty cool. And it's like CG is also the CGI shit, but they actually like improved it so much. It looks so much better compared to what it was.
Is it the same style? Look, so I know they do it stylistically different. So what do they look like? Do they look similar to the movie style, like
I
just
w-
the way the CG looks?
I will
Like, I mean, I don't mean
say
CG because I know obviously the movie's going to be higher budget. I just mean like the design. Is it like old school? Is
it's
it like
more in
taken from the
it's
movies,
more
or
in
is
the
it?
likes of what they look in the comic in the IDW comic series. I think a lot of the storylines are from the IDW comic series.
Oh, okay. All
So
right.
I think the style of it, but I again I think they look more like the toys than anything. Like if you actually see the toy of Optimus Prime and you actually see the actual character in this show, he looks just like it.
Okay. Okay.
So I think it's that more. But they were pretty good. They were actually really good. I did watch them. They were fun to watch. Um yeah. I have nothing else. Do you have anything else?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, that's it.
All right. You want to get into this movie?
Yes, sir. The movie is a Black Panther. It is from 2018. PG-13.
Yep.
It is 2 hours and 14 minutes. Uh, Trying to see
February
when did it.
18th, I think.
Oh, it also came out in February. The premiere was January 29th. So you said it came out in February?
February 18th, yeah.
Okay. I do believe I saw this in theaters. I saw it with Jinkies. I don't remember. Were you there too? I don't
There's a
remember.
chance that we all went to see it.
I believe Jinkies and Japstar were there.
Yeah.
Um, so this one is, let's see, directed by Ryan Coogler.
Yep.
Now, what did he do before this? Because I know he did some stuff after, but before Black Panther,
Oh, he did a couple. He did
uh,
Creed and he did Fruitable Station with this dude, Jordan.
okay, so I saw Creed. I did see Creed. Uh, you said which one?
Fruitable Station. He was also in that movie as well.
I did
Um,
not. I did not
that
see
was
that.
pretty good.
The
That was very
Sculptor, Fig, and Locks were before this. Nope, so I did not see it. So he did this and Wakanda Forever after.
yeah.
All right. Um, let's see who wrote it. It is also Ryan Coogler and Lee Robert Cole. And of course, credits to Stanley Jack Kirby.
Yep.
And
Michael B. Jordan. I meant. I couldn't think of his first name.
oh, I got you.
Yeah, he was in the two other movies, Creed
Oh,
and
okay,
Fruitable
okay.
Station. He was both in both of those movies.
I got you. I got you. Okay. So we have Chadwick Boseman, R.I.P., as T'Challa slash Black Panther. We have Michael B. Jordan as Eric. He has a name, Eric Killmonger.
Yes.
What a name! What a name! What? That his real last name? Come on now. You have Lupito Ngoyo as Nakia, which I always forget that that's that specific lady. I'm like, is she like super famous? Um, we have Danai Gurira as Okoye. We have Martin Freeman as Everett K. Ross. We have Daniel Luya as Wakabi. We have Letitia Wright as Shuri. Winston Duke as M'Baku. We have Sterling K. Brown as Njogu. Angela Bassett as Ramonda. Forrest Whitaker as Zuri. Andy Serkis as Ulysses Claw. Florence
He's on
Kasumba as
SoundCloud.
Ayo. Who Claw?
That was one of the scenes. She's like, "Yeah, I have a
Yeah.
SoundCloud."
John Connie as T'Chaka. David S. Lee as Limbani. The Nabaya Bay as Linda. And I believe that is all we have for name characters of importance. Did we? So, um, as always with the Marvel movies, we like to look and see who the cameo people are. Do we have anybody? Did we have Bucky?
Bucky in the end, yeah, the White Wolf.
Wait, well, but he's at the end. Was there anybody like that like they slipped in this movie?
No, it was more focused on T'Challa, so I don't think they added anything beyond
Okay,
that.
just making sure. Just making sure.
The characters that you actually know that you actually introduced are big parts of the Black Panther mythos anyway. So like M'Baku and shit like that, they're big characters in Black Panther as is.
Okay, gotcha, gotcha. And then we have.
Cause M'Baku, he's supposed to have like a big ass gorilla suit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Well, in the comic, he's a big ass dude in a gorilla suit, and then
Mm-hmm.
Killmonger is pretty much like Scar. He has like a fucking big ass black mane and all that shit.
Gotcha. Okay. So then we have. Where was he? I was gonna shout out random casino dealer John Y. Lee. There you go.
Stan Lee took T'Challa's money. That's he's like, I'll take these chips over here.
Yes,
He
he
don't need
did.
them. I'll take it.
Yes, he did. Um, oh, I just realized because this is in order. Um, how close are we to his final appearance?
Who
Stanley.
Stan Lee. Stan Lee's final appearance was in Spider-Man: No Way Home. Not No Way Home. Far From Home.
Okay, so what we got like
We have like
at
two more
least one more.
years.
Okay,
I think it
okay,
passed in 2019.
okay, gotcha. Uh, so let's see what the synopsis for this movie says. T'Challa, heir to the hidden but advanced kingdom of Wakanda.
Oh, actually, no. Endgame. Endgame's his last movie.
Gotcha. Okay. Must step forward to lead his people in a new future and must confront a challenger from his country's past. And pretty much, this ties in almost one for one with how the original story went. Of course, it's more modern.
Yeah.
Because I what Black Panther's a character from the 60s or 70s?
Came
70s, right?
out early 70s.
Early 70s. Makes sense. Obviously, named specifically for a movement that was happening
Yeah.
around then. I
Yeah.
get it. Um, but more of a character to just represent a positive African, you know, hero because obviously that wasn't just a stereotype
Yeah.
because, good guy.
Yeah.
It was so hard to do apparently.
Yeah, because then it got kind of kooky in in the 70s with when they made a black character. 'Cause most of them had to deal with like they're dealing with like the looks. Look at Power Man compared and T'Challa and stuff like that. They kind of went more colorful, like that. And this one was a bit more. He had more of a straight, like strong story and him being royalty and all that stuff. As everyone else was kind of like a street level character and dealing with like pretty much what like I think what Luke Cage most of his villains were pimps and shit
I
during
mean,
that
but
time.
listen. That
he
was that
he
was what
be,
was going on. He was in the streets, man. Come on, you trying to
I could tell you how many comic book covers of Luke Cage that he's fighting a pimp.
pimps were a
There's
problem. All
several.
right,
There's
excuse me.
several covers.
That,
Yeah.
you peep the alliteration. Pimps were a problem.
Yeah.
That should be a T-shirt. All right. Luke Cage had to deal with them. That's what you do when you're a street level hero. You
Yeah.
deal with the people's problems.
Yeah.
You don't want your sister out there being pimped out. You got to call Luke Cage and beat his ass. Try to shoot him and the bullet bounces off. That's what I'm talking about.
He had a roller skating pimp that he fought once. I forgot the character's name.
Wait a second. We gotta
Yeah,
find that.
it's a fucking I forgot
We
the name
gotta
of the
find that
character.
guy. Roller skating. All right, sir. That's dangerous. Um,
Marvel. He might
very
have
dangerous.
a different name nowadays.
Very dangerous. So I know they again his character was introduced before the movie, right?
Yeah,
I just want to get the order
he was
correct.
introduced in Civil War.
In Civil War,
Yeah, that was his first
yes.
appearance, and
So
then
that's
his
where
father died
you
and
you
shit.
got to see him. Yes,
Yeah,
they said cogs in motion for him to become a major player.
yeah,
Um, but this movie, strangely enough, this movie does not really deal with Civil War. It deals more with the family,
yeah,
like what happens like afterwards, where he has to take over and
yeah,
he has become the king. And they pretty much show you the events thereof. They show you that the inner turmoil that causes with the tribes because M'Baku
yeah,
also wants to be king. Yeah, the other guy, um, well, not the other guys don't really want to be king. Obviously, Killmonger does, but we find out later that he holds a claim
yeah,
to want to be the king, right?
yeah,
Because then they have the fight in the
yeah,
waterfalls, and it's like this. It sets in motion a lot of stuff that's like, okay, we're gonna go all the way with showing you the traditional, like the traditional way that you pass the power on, actually how they get it, right? They show that the father's not really dead, like the way that you pass on in that world is you become a greater spirit
Yeah.
to guide the current king. Um, like there's a lot of things that they make sure to do the legwork in this movie, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
Like it's not just an action movie for action movie's sake, and I think that's one of the things that made it like a powerful movie at the time because a lot of people was like, "Oh man, they actually did justice to this character."
Yeah, they did, and I think they also like did a great job in just the visuals of Wakanda, the visuals of
Hmm.
like the technology they have, and how much they're advanced and shit like that. Like everything looked really fucking cool.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of that's why I say it's almost no, I don't want to say one for one, but it was like, damn, this is actually pretty accurate to how they portray him in the books after like in recent history.
I think,
Whereas
yeah,
whereas you don't want to mess with Wakanda because they got their shit together, basically. You know
I
what I mean?
I think the characteristics of the T'Challa that they based it off of was 100% more of a current book. I think it was the one that John Romita Jr. did with damn, I forgot his name, but he was actually one of the first. He sadly it took this long, but he was actually I think the second Black writer for Black Panther when they relaunched that comic.
Really?
He was second, and it came out in like early 2000s. It's crazy,
Gotcha.
right?
Yeah, yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah,
But the thing I do like again is that because of the way he was portrayed in the books in that recent time,
yeah,
it didn't feel like this was just a whole nother thing. This didn't feel like this an ultimate universe. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
how a lot of the comics movies, even the more accurate MCU ones, they tended to be like somewhat ultimate.
No, yeah, I agree 100%.
And this one just felt like, oh, it's just straight up the same guy.
Yeah.
And I think that's what a lot of people like. They felt an instant connection with that. And then also the the soundtrack was another thing that a lot of people praised the movie for. I'm like, yeah, they did their work with
Yeah,
the soundtrack. I think even not just the licensed music, just the music that they made for like Wakanda and the celebrations that they had and
yeah,
whatnot, like the way they tried to be as accurate or as inspired by African traditions and traditional music and stuff. It was like this. It was good because they did the work, and I think that's what even people who weren't a fan of the character were like, damn, did they just put a hell of a lot of work into this movie?
yeah,
And then you had Chadwick Boseman as Black Panther, which was like, geez, it's like he was made for the character.
yeah. That's one thing I give MCU for the most part. They cast very good when it comes to certain characters.
Yeah, I think him and Angela Bassett and M'Baku are like the three, like the top three characters in this movie. Like they were casted, like they killed their roles.
I really liked Killmonger. I did like Michael B. Jordan as Killmonger a lot.
I liked him, but in terms of the order of how I felt coming
Yeah,
away from the movie,
yeah,
like the guy who played M'Baku, I knew him not from a hole in the wall, but leaving the movie, I thought he was one of the best characters in the movie.
yeah. He was, and then lines up being a stronger character too down the road as well.
Hmm. But I'm just saying, like that's
Yeah,
how good of a job they did with the casting and how good he did it in playing his character.
yeah,
It's like, damn, this guy I know nothing of was like, okay, because again, I was familiar with Michael B. Jordan
yeah,
because I did see Creed,
yeah, yeah.
and then I knew he was an actor from before. He was like a not a child actor, but he was like a young actor, like
No,
a
he was a
teen
child
actor.
actor. You're
He
correct.
was a teen. He was a
Yeah,
child.
yeah, he
Okay,
was a child actor. Yeah, yeah,
okay. So like knowing him of him, I'm like I expect him to do well. This guy I don't know of, I'm like,
yeah,
wow, like it was good. And then Angela Bassett, I think she killed it.
yeah,
Um, and then of course even going down the line, even Suri, like so much that she got a big fan base from being like she wasn't a minor character, but she was definitely a side character.
I think no one thought that she was gonna be such a like influencing character. I actually like. I think she was one of my favorite characters in the movie
Hmm.
because I
Hmm.
just her the way she presented herself and just how she just like how she created everything and stuff like that too. Like pretty much this arsenal. It's like she's creating and all that shit out of fucking anything.
Yeah. Yep.
So
Yep. So like again, it's just I more than most of the movies we saw before. I just feel like this one was kind of special because it's like it was less easy, if you could say, to mess up the other movies because it just seemed like they had it down, and it felt like this was a movie that could have been really bad
Yeah, there was a big risk
or
in
really
this
hokey.
movie.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like, or just like too much in one direction, too much in the other direction. It's like, oh, they just did it just right.
yeah.
So
My only, I'll say the only thing I take points from is the final fight. I really did not like it. I
yeah,
think that was
it's
probably my
weak.
my least favorite part of the movie because I think every other action scene I thought they did great. I think even when they were like colliding each other with the big ass war and shit, that actually was pretty fucking dope. But when they started going into the vibranium shit and the dark thing, I really did not like those scenes whatsoever.
Yeah, it just felt like CG overload for no reason. Because
Yeah,
again, they did the work to have, even if it wasn't Chadwick all the time doing the fight
yeah,
scenes, they were in the suits.
yeah,
So if they were gonna do it where they took the mask off and fought, I'd have preferred to have a, not this super grand fight, but let the guys do the work themselves and let you see them do it, and then not have them just covered in CG.
yeah. I agree.
Because I think it almost hit me like people complain about Ryan Reynolds, the floating head of Ryan Reynolds, but just not just that. It's just like the suits were just too much,
Yeah,
and in the mind was too much because that was also not real. You know what I mean? It
yeah,
wasn't like a stage. It was just like CG on top of CG on top of CG.
yeah.
So
So that's where like that's the area where I lose points from is that. But other than that, I thought the way they presented the character and everything, I thought they did a great job. And it probably made one of the more popular MCU characters. Period. Like I think he's up there with Captain America and Iron Man.
mhm, I think so too.
Yeah,
Um, and even Claw, the guy
Claw
that
was
played Claw was
hilarious.
he was great. He was another one. He was great.
Anything that he does, he's always pretty good as a character. So
Oh, okay.
and he's really known for motion characters. Like he was Gollum, he was fucking Caesar,
That's Henry. Okay, yeah,
yeah, yeah,
gotcha.
he does all that shit. So he's very. I say like anything that he does, he's usually really good in it. So as Claw, he was fucking hilarious because his one liner, his little liners and shit, like, was funny as
Mm-hmm.
hell. The
Yep.
whole shit. Oh, you got an album? Like, yeah, we have one. You got SoundCloud? You got SoundCloud and shit. That had me laughing. But yeah, he was great in it.
Yep.
And he also did CG work for the MCU stuff too. Like a lot of random characters, he did like the motion work, the motion capture work.
Ah, I did not know that.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what he like. I think one of his biggest things was like a lot of the motion capture stuff.
Gotcha. Okay.
I think he won awards for it too.
Really? I
Yeah,
see
for
that. That I didn't.
I know for a fact for Gollum, he most likely won something for Lord of the Rings.
Mm. Too bad he couldn't save that terrible ass game.
I don't even think he probably like
I
that was
mean,
not me.
that's what I'm saying. He wasn't in it. That's
Yeah,
why it was terrible.
yeah, that was not me. Where you give this movie?
This one, I'm gonna give between a 4.25 and a 4.5. I'd probably say a 4.5.
4 or 5. I think I'm at the same. I'm at the same for this movie as well. All right, so your 4 or 5s consist of. Oh, you have a quite for you. Kick Ass, Iron Man, Super, Scott Pilgrim, Sin City, Pootie Tang, Lego Batman, Thor Ragnarok,
I'm
Ant
gonna
Man.
put I'm gonna put it before Ragnarok.
All right, so right under Lego Batman.
Mm-hmm.
4, 5. I give it the same score, 4 or 5. I put it over. It hit my top 10. Is right under Dark Knight. Our next movie. We are actually heavy Marvel for the next couple movies. Because I guess that was just what came out during that time.
Makes
Um,
sense.
Yeah. The next three movies, four movies are all Marvel movies. Next movie up is Avenger Infinity War. Then we go to Deadpool 2. Then we go to Ant Man Wasp. And then we go to Venom. And then Aquaman.
I have not seen Venom.
All right. So right now, again, we're into 2018. So Avengers Infinity War is next. Deadpool 2 is after that. Ant Man Wasp, Venom, Aquaman, and Spider Man Into the Spider Verse will wrap up 2018.
Gotcha. Okay.
There's a lot of good stuff right there.
Yeah.
Beyond, Aquaman was okay.
Yeah. First Aquaman was fine.
Yeah.
I like that movie.
So going into that, then 2019 will kick off Glass, Captain Marvel, Hellboy, the remake, Shazam, Avengers Endgame, Brightburn, Spider-Man: Far From Home, Joker, Birds of Prey, and then no, Joker will be the last of 2019. So a lot of
Gotcha.
stuff to go. All right, we can wrap this up.
Yes, sir. Thank you for listening to another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. Make sure you check us out anywhere and everywhere Red Cyclone Inc. That is Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Spotify. And we have WordPress. Where you at, Mark?
Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, Twitch, and TikTok, all Mark the Mic. And follow our other cast. We have the Morphin Cast, which we recorded, so we should have a new episode soon. We are recording for Not a Trekkie and Shell Shock sometime this week, and listen to our past, the Wrestling Babble, and Gets Better, I Swear. They also have a lot of playlists on SoundCloud, so if you want to listen to all the superhero comic book theater movies that we have reviewed so far, they're all listed in that playlist. There's a lot because we also did we did the 78 to 2000, and then we made a new thing, and now we're going from 2000 now. So we haven't combined the list though. So like Condor Man was not on this list. Condor Man was
Uh,
on the 78, and
I
that's
got
still
you.
I still say that's like number. It was like 1.2 or something like 1.5 or something like that.
Got you.
I think the worst one was Sheena the She Devil. I think that was
Yeah.
the last one. Yeah.
Just
So
boring.
2020, we started this in 2020. The whole comic book theater.
Got you. Okay.
There you go. All right, man. Peace out, laters, and enjoy football. Jets are winning 6-0.
Really?
Yes. They won last two. Yeah, last week too.
So that's why Kalani won.
There
Okay.
you go. Peace out. Later. Oh shit.